heat race number 8, or heat race number 1 of round 2 coming to the Speedway. Tyler Fry, Belleville, Kansas, a 77 going to be on the point. Steve Pickow out of High Ridge, Missouri in the 0X to his outside.
Run number 2 inside from Springfield, Missouri. It's Ryan Gilmore in the 84 in the 58. Gary Christian out of Broken Bow, Oklahoma to the outside.
We'll see Lane Traster out of Pure, Oklahoma, the 45, and Bobby Williams out of Hermitage, Missouri, the 98 car.
21P from Cadet, Missouri is Adam Parmalee, and outside your 2025 USMTS National Champion, it's the Rocket from Happy, Texas, the 20, Ronnie Sanders.
We'll see Joe Godsey out of Bedford, Indiana, the 14G, and Sheridan Turner out of St. Joe, Missouri, the 76. Take a couple laps here, roll the moisture laid down by the water truck, spritzer truck. All right, there we go. Getting ready to go green flag. Everybody getting last minute trying to figure out where to go. 10 laps the distance. Green flag is out. Appreciate your patience as we are back underway. It's going to be Ryan Gilmore off the start. Dalfa tubing down the back straightaway to the race lead. The Ox Machine. Steve Pickow out of High Ridge, Missouri. Back there at the bottom of the racetrack in the 58 of Christian. Gary Christian, great 3-car battle here at lap number 1.
Gary Christian going to take it to the inside of Ryan Gilmore. Christian's got that second spot, not done yet. Wants the race lead. Pickow kind of through that middle group. Gary Christian going to catfish his way up to the front. New race leader is going to be Gary Christian. Pickow now back to the outside line. To the bottom goes Gilmore. Down the back straightaway. It's a good side-by-side battle back behind them. You've got Bobby Williams and Rodney Sanders going at it. Looks like Bobby Williams going to get the lead up in that advantage there. Lap number 7.
Rodney Sanders back there in the number 6 spot. Shaden Turner coming to the outside. That's your battle on the Speedway down into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, still going to be that 58 of Gary Christian, your race leader. Turner and Sanders side by side to turn 1 and 2. Battle back there with the 20 and the 58. Still wheel-to-wheel action down into turn 3 and 4. Third on back is open for business.
Still side by side as they come down the front straightaway. Chandra Turner's now going to get the nose up on the 20 of Rodney Sanders. Turner got to the back bumper momentarily of Ryan Gilmore's. That is the battle for third between himself and Bobby Williams. Bobby Williams, though, going to start to scoot towards the front, looking for his first win of the season. Wrapped up a Heartland Modified Tour Championship. Just Mr. Consistency, usually in the one machine. Now in the 98 car here tonight is 3 more trips around the quarter mile.
Hurrying down the back straightaway. Still Gary Christian, Steve Pickow, Bobby Williams, Ryan Gilmore, Shadron Turner, and Rodney Sanders, your top 6. 2 to go that time at the starter stand. White flag going to be coming out next time.
Down the back straightaway goes Gary Christian, the Broken Bow, Oklahoma driver is going to see the white flag fluttering in the breeze. 1 more lap to go as Christian takes it right across the stand. Right to give it a car length up off the bottom for the 58X as he'll rocket it now down the back straightaway. Off into 3 and 4. Heat number 1-2 as it is the second round here for the A-Mods. It's going to go to 58X of Gary Christian.
Steve Pickow going to come over to the number 2 spot at the line. Give it to Ryan Gilmore by 61 1/1000ths of a second over Bobby Williams, your top 4. Taking a look, heat race number 9 coming to the racetrack for your modifieds. It's going to be the driver out of Waterloo, Iowa, Devin Havlick in the 5D. And to his outside, driving the 8 car from St. Charles, Missouri, it's Kyle Steffens.
Run number 2, it's the 7D out of Hackett, Arkansas, Jake Davis, and Ken Schrader to Fenton, Missouri in car 9.
Henry Chambers out of Baldwin City, Kansas, the 17C starts 5th, and 6th is Blake Wimmer out of Wellsville, Missouri, the 0W.
Run number 4, it is the deuce of Tyler Stevens out of Paragould, Arkansas, and Butch Lyons Jr. from DeSoto, Missouri in the 0.
Troy Goodmanson out of Savage, Minnesota, the 21G, and Mark Bergdorf out of Quincy, Illinois, the 03, comprise row number 5. 1 to go, going to be the command at the starter stand, Devin Havlick and Kyle Steffens. Going to be up there on row number 1. Caution lights have gone out. Field will close and get right and tight and ready to excite. Heat race number 9 of 14 as we're in our second round of heat races. Devin Havlick and Kyle Steffens. Up on row number 1, green comes out. We'll hustle on down into turn number 1. Kyle Steffens right there, the St. Charles, Missouri racer. Up to the front spot. Racing that elite chassis to the number 1 position off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Steffens followed by Schrader. Now Ken Schrader into the number 2 spot. Put Devin Havlick back to the number 3 spot. Round the outside comes Wimmer and Chambers. Look out. Couple of them together off of 2.
Henry Chambers going to go up, drop it down to the bottom back here in that, trying to battle for that 5th spot. Side by side, he will go. Chambers, look at Hoover go all the way up the hill. Slicing and dicing the driver out of Baldwin City, Kansas, the 17 machine. Now going to rip the lip one more time as it is Havlick, Wimmer, and Chambers in this 3-car battle for your 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Henry Chambers not done yet as he's going to get another full head of steam down the back straightaway. See if he can take it one more time to the 5D, Devin Havlick. Can he get it this time? He'll get almost to the outside.
Havlick going to keep him at bay that time by 17 one-thousandths of a second. Almost a 2-second lead for Kyle Steffens over the field, but the battle for 3rd is still a good one. Havlick powering the bottom, but now he'll give way to Henry Chambers to 3rd. 5 down, 5 to go. Now will be 4 left at the line for the St. Charles, Missouri racer, the 8 of Kyle Steffens.
Steffens, your race leader. Ken Schrader runs 2nd. Henry Chambers, Devin Havlick, and Tyler Stevens, your top 5 right now. Stevens, Davis, Goodmanson, Wimmer, Bergdorf, and Butch Lyons. The 10 cars making their trip around the quarter mile. Laps continue. We have got now 3 more trips to go for Kyle Steffens. He'll take him down the back straightaway. Going to be the deuce this time by for driver number 8.
Tanner Stevens back there. You see great shot of Kyle Steffens right there down to the front straightaway. 2 to go this time at the starter stand. He's got Schrader back there, 2.7 of a second back. The USAC Silver Crown Car Racer. I think he said last night when we were talking after the races, tonight going to be about his 4th or 5th night behind his open wheel modified. And he says, man, I love these things. Down the back straightaway, going to bring that Global Plus number 8 machine down to victory lane in the win. Kyle Steffens to checkers in the win, followed by Ken Schrader to 2nd. 3rd will go to the 17C of Henry Chambers, and Kyle Steffens coming home in 3rd. Or excuse me, Tyler Stevens coming home in the number 4 spot. Here we go, heat race number 10, going to be Jason Persley out of Hermitage, Missouri, the 38C, and Eric Redmond out of Sapula, Oklahoma in the 12.
Run number 2, it's Brandon Schmidt, the 20S out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and Chris Lloyd from Pete, Arkansas on the 1X.
Going to row number 3, positions 5 and 6, we'll see John Dimmitt out of Macomb, Illinois in the 21D, and there he is, Tim Nash out of Farmington, Missouri in the 7N.
Row number 4, it's the 92, Tyler Grooms out of Trenton, Missouri, and Mark Norris from Searcy, Arkansas in the 10N.
Final 2 starters going to be the 60 out of Maynard, Arkansas. It's Justin Jarrett and Keith Hammett out of Brookland, Arkansas in the 29H.
Lights are out. 10 laps, another round getting set to figure out where they're going to stack up. Again, the top 8 in passing points. What we're going to all determine to lock into tomorrow night. Everybody else going to have to go through a couple LCQs. Green flag going to go up in the air. 10 laps off into turn number 1. It's going to be Jason Persley, your early race leader.
Persley going to get a good hole shot off of 2 and down the back straightaway. Look at this, Brandon Schmidt. Brandon Schmidt's guy brought a knife to a gunfight. Got himself an IMCA crate out there with them big open motors. But man, I tell you what, the equalizer here at Springfield is the racetrack. Tight little racetrack. Don't always need that big horsepower to make things sing, and he's showing them right now. Is now that 12 car of Eric Redmond. Tim Nash right there in the number 7 machine, sitting right back there as they go to turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide for the race lead.
Top 3 going to fan out down the back straightaway as it's Persley, Schmidt, and Redmond, and around goes Redmond. Actually, Brandon Schmidt in the 20S.
Brandon Schmidt went around off the bumper of the 12 of Eric Redmond. Tough break. Brandon Schmidt just holding his own there, and that's kind of like we say there with some of the different rule packages. Some guys that got a little more speed speed and the steed than the others, but that doesn't mean you got to get in there and blast them around. Jason Persley now followed by Tim Nash and Chris Lloyd. Or excuse me, it's like Mark Norris there. So we get ready to go. Green flag racing. 8 laps remaining in this one. 2 in the books. Green's up. Here we go.
Bring it back down the front straightaway goes Persley. Still side by side back behind him is now the 7 of Nash. Going to be your new second place driver. He'll make it clear and official. He'll jump up to the outside line though. Here comes Norris side by side once again. At the line though, Nash able to hold off. Now he's got a challenge to Persley to the outside.
Tim Nash going to the outside. Can he get him? I don't know yet. We'll see what happens off at turn number 4. Nash to the outside. Persley to the bottom. Off at turn number 4. Boom, bang, got him. Tim Nash, your new race leader, takes the old number 7 to the number 1 spot. Down the back straightaway.
Tyler Groom starting to make a charge here on Mark Norris. Norris got into the wall a little bit there, trying to set the car off into turn number 1. Groom's about got into the back bumper there of Norris. Now it's going to be a 3-car battle as here comes Keith Hammett, the 29 machine. Pretty much the rest of the field going to be invited to this battle for the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway, looks like Groom's going to take it to the top side. Tyler Groom's now the 92 car. Mark him up 1 more spot in the passing points category as 4 more laps to go.
Nash out there on his UMP program showing the way in that 7 car. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. They'll hurry on down into 1 and 2. Nash still your race leader. Into turn 3, down off of 4. The Farmington, Missouri racer. Now you see it. Oh, the 92 up off the racetrack. Still hurry it out there. Tim Nash, 15 feature wins on the season. Yellow's coming. Yellow's coming.
Caution coming out here with 2 laps to go, and it is Tyler Grooms that wants to try to make the quarter mile into the 3/8 miles. He's up off the top there of turn number 4.
Jason Persley working there in the number 2 spot. Get a replay of what happens here. He's going to watch the car go. Ooh, he had to get on the binders to get out. Didn't want to get in the back of Persley. Good run. I mean, had a good run coming in there, but was like had to stab on the binders to not make contact with him.
So push truck back up to the.
Oh no!
What happened?
I don't know if somebody unplugged or I think the Jenny ran out of gas.
The Bulldog taking a nap now.
Yeah.
It's got the snoot plopped over the wall there.
Persley with 34 features competed there, looking to pick up a win here on the season. Maybe the Turkey Bowl could be his night. Two to go. Green flag going to come out. Green's up. Here we go. Final 2 laps coming at us.
Down the front straightaway, Nash going to rock it away once again. Persley, though, looks to the inside.
Oh, troubles.
A couple cars around as you're going to have the 12 of Eric Redmond. And that's going to be the 60 Justin Jarrett. Caution flag going to come on back out. Brandon Schmidt's back up into the top 5, running there in that 4th spot. Mark Norris, the top 5. Tyler Grooms, Justin Jarrett, Eric Redmond. Going to put the pedal back down as green flag will go back up in the air and off into turn number 1. Once again, it's going to be Tim Nash going to start to scoot away. Here comes Hammett, though. Last time tried to get the jump on the outside. He'll dart to the inside of Persley. Down the back straightaway. Don't count out Schmidt in the 20S machine. 3-car battle here for the 2nd spot. White flag will flutter. 1 more lap to go.
Tim Nash out front going to show the field on this. Look at Brandon Schmidt, though, racing his way back up to the 4th spot after getting that little entango down there in turn 3 and 4 earlier. Off at turn number 4, Tim Nash brings the old number 7 to pick up the win. Jason Persley, Keith Hammett, look at that. Hammett A 10-3 run. The old man out of Brooklyn, Arkansas, making a big run from a 10-3, and Brandon Schmidt coming from, well, he had a 10-4 run because he had to start by a 9-4 run after that last caution, but only getting credit for not too many positions gained. Going to be Peyton Phillips out of Chanute, Kansas in the 127, and Drake Finley out of Bryan, Arkansas, the 5F.
Wentzville, Missouri's Ethan Hovis in the 7 lines up inside row number 2. And Chris Lewis from Springdale, Arkansas, the 15L.
Matt Thompson, Bentonville, Arkansas, the 31. And Hodine out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 39.
Out of Emporia, the 5. Reese Solander, Dustin Hodges from Centrail, Missouri, the 22H.
Justin Dunn, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the T42. We go green flag. It'll be Weston Holman, Springdale, Arkansas, the 34. And Tyler Barker out of Springfield, Missouri, the 32. The green is on. We'll hurry down the back straightaway, Tanner. Look at this. Drake Finley in the 5 car. Going to the top, hustling off of turn 4. Finley, your race leader, down into turn number 1. Finley followed by Phillips, Lewis, and Hovis. That's your top 4. Dustin Hodges bringing that 22 car 3 wide down into turn 3 and 4.
Watch that white and orange 5 car down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's Reese Solander. He'll now go side by side with the 7 of Hovis. Reese on the march towards the front of the field. He's up to 3rd at the moment. Side by side they continue. Up to the outside is Hovis. Down around the bottom is Solander. Reese now going to get that spot. Peyton Phillips next car in line. And Reese has done all of his work on the bottom. He's going to step it up to the high side, down the back straightaway as he's going to try to gain that momentum up to the back bumper, Peyton Phillips.
I got himself in a 7-4 or 7-3 run right now. Of course, in that prime spot there in the where he needed to start. Working on down the back straightaway, they'll go down into turn number 3. Going to be Drake Finley, Peyton Phillips, Reese Solander, Ethan Hovis, and Dustin Hodges, your top 5.
Had a fast car a little earlier on. That's the 34 Weston Holman running there in that 6th spot. Inching a little bit closer to the back bumper of the 22H of Hodges. Just needs a little bit more, maybe something to stack the field back on up as we have got 5 to go. Now 4 more laps to go, and the battle starting to inch a little bit more here for Solander and Phillips as they ramp it up down the back chute.
Drake Finley out walking the dog up there on the top of turn 3 and 4 and down the front straightaway. Got her wound up and whistling Dixie, the driver out of Arkansas. Now the 5 of Reese Solander down to the bottom of the racetrack. The Emporia, Kansas racer. Downstairs on the bottom, outside groove, bottom groove. Look out, turn 2, yellow, 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 yellow. 32 of Travis Barker out of Springfield. Around on his own, riding the tilt-a-whirl. Over there in turn number 2. Brings out the caution as Drake Finley, though, is going to see that 1.7 of a second advantage go away. Drake Finley picking up his first feature win of the season back on November 8th at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Been out 38 times this season. See what he's got for him here tonight. He brings him back to the green. Ground pounders back underway. Finley got that other 5 of Reese Solander to the bottom side. Solander downstairs. Going to put Peyton Phillips back into the number 3 spot. Field will hustle off of turn number 4. Finley followed by Solander. A pair of 5s up front.
Said a little bit earlier that the 34 Weston Holman needed something to stack the field back up. Well, he's got around 2 of them now. So Holman up into the 4th spot. Can he get a little bit better? As it's going to be white flag. 1 more lap to go as Finley, Solander, Phillips, and Holman. Holman right in the tire tracks of Phillips. He's got Dustin Hodges to contend with down around the bottom, though. Off into 3 and 4, the 5F, Drake Finley. He's going to reach the checkered flag. First in heat number 11, it's the 5F. Drake Finley with the 5. Reese Solander in that runner-up spot. 127 of Peyton Phillips, 34 of Weston Holman, 22H, Dustin Hodges.
Here we go, heat race number 12. It'll be Blake Arndt out of Brownsdale, Minnesota, the 1A, and Tanner Mullins out of Wichita, Kansas, in the 0-2.
Run number 2, it's Dean Willie from Warrensburg, Missouri, the 68, and Tyler Idles from Mason City, Iowa, the 2C.
Tyler Wirchis there in the 2C. Going to be Jarrett Dotson out of Baxter Springs, Kansas, the 247, and Chris Wilhite Jr. out of Chandler, Oklahoma, in the 21.
Row number 4 from Westville, Oklahoma, 712, Trevor Hughes and Chase Witt from Hamilton, Missouri in the 26J.
Going to see the 00, Jesse Stovall out of Billings, Missouri, the 00. The 1 is Mark Tackett out of Bakersfield, Missouri. And Gary Gross out of Farmington, Missouri in the 84G.
Well, heat number 12 out on the racetrack. Lights are out. Blake Arndt, Tanner Mullins going to put the power down out of turn 4. So another group of 10. Going to run them for 10. Green flag going to go up in the air and off into turn number 1. It's no surprise the 0-2 Tanner Mullins tiptoes the top shelf. He'll be the race leader down the back straightaway.
Tanner Mullins with a hello, how are you? See ya. I gots to go and goodbye. That 02 car. Zinged up and whistle and Dixie on the top. Blake Arndt, Chris Wilhite, Dean Willie. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down the back straightaway, Tanner Mullins right there, your leader. Battle for second with that 1A of Blake Arndt. Oh, red flag, red. Got one upside down. Red flag is out. Red flag drivers, that means stop right now. Hang on. Got one upside down in turn number 4. So Jesse Stovall, the car upside down. You see him moving around. Not sure. Just caught the last little rollover of that thing up there, Tanner, out of my peripheral vision. But Jesse Stovall cranked, got upside down. Get a look and see. Watch top. Ooh, wow. For those of you, maybe we'll roll that back there a little bit, Dugan, or who's ever on the broadcast there. Just gets up over the berm. She high centers, and man, he takes about 4.5 pirouettes. Let's kind of slow it down. Goes 1, 2, 2.5 times over. But car doing its job, all the safety equipment doing its job, keeping Jesse safe over there as they'll get him hooked back up. So hopefully not too much damage other than maybe just some bolt-on stuff and some body work. Of course, when they're crunched up like that, Tanner, they always look worse than what they are. And then I've had so many guys say, man, it's junk, it's junk. They get the body off and, oh, I just got to put a couple bars in it. It's good. So hopefully Jesse Stovall going to be in that situation and get that thing fixed and ready for tomorrow night. If you're not here, you can watch it on TV. The Adam Sandler skit, the turkey song's the best. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave the green flag here. That's really not how the rest of that goes, but green's out. Here we go. Going to be Tanner Mullins. He's going to hammer that thing on down into turn number 1 and 2. Mullins going to rip the lip. Arndt back to the bottom. Chris Wilhite coming into 3 and 4. Watch that 68 machine down there. Dean Willie. Willie going to come to the bottom of the racetrack on the 26 of Jace Witt. Side-by-side action for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They're side-by-side. The only two that aren't are the guys first, the guys last.
Pretty much pick a spot and find a great battle here on the quick quarter mile. Down the front straightaway, Wilhite going to secure that second spot. Arndt back to third. Might be back to fourth as here comes Chase Witt. He's going to muscle it up to the outside line. Down the back straightaway, off into 3 and 4. Side by side once again. Witt going to go to the outside line. Arndt down around the bottom. We'll see what can happen here. Arndt still going to maintain that second spot. Witt back to the outside line. And once again, now Wilhite going to go into the picture through 1 and 2. But Chase Witt now has got that car motoring towards the front of the field.
Down the front straightaway, taking a look where 5 laps remaining, now 4.5 to go. Jace Witt there, along with Trevor Hughes and Dean Wilhite. Dean Willie. Willie down the bottom, Hughes in the middle. Jace Witt round the outside. 2 or 3, 4, and 5 up for grabs. Oh, hang on, Hughes, give her a little squeeze down the back straightaway, if you please. It'll be down the front straightaway. Oh, boy, hang on. Witt gets knocked up off the racetrack. We are going yellow, 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 yellow.
Last couple laps, a few laps ago, Witt got up there into the marbles a little bit, upset his car, and that kind of what brought him into that picture with Trevor Hughes and Dean Willey. Again, 3 wide and just kind of ran out of real estate around the racetrack. Well, lights are going to go out. 3 laps to go once we get the green flag back in the air. It's been all Tanner Mullins started outside row number 1. It's led all 7 to this point. Second place, that's been a different story. We've had a handful of drivers contest for the runner-up spot. Chris Wilhite Jr. so far currently the one holding down that title of runner-up as they go. Going to elect the outside as Blake Arndt on the bottom as we go back to the green flag. Down the front straightaway, Tanner Mullins once again will rocket up to the outside of the racetrack. Everybody else going to have to fin for second.
Down the backside of the racetrack we'll go. Tanner Mullins going to wind it up. Bring it on down this time. 2 to go. Still 3 wide back there with Willie. Oh, some contact. Trevor Hughes, the meat and the sandwich off of 2 and down the back straightaway. 21 of Chris Wilhite Jr. there. Gets hustled back into the number 5 spot. White flag is out. Mullins aren't. Look at Trevor Hughes back around the outside. Hughes has got Willie down on the bottom side. Got one around. Yellow, 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 yellow. Bottom of 4, bottom of 4. It will be Tyler Wirtjes around. I do believe they had taken the white. White flag was issued. This one should be DUN done. So it'll be Tanner Mullins, Blake Arndt, Trevor Hughes, and Dean Willey, your top 4, as that one finished on up. You see there, top of your screen on the replay if you're watching at home, the 2 of Wirtjes just going for a ride on the tilt-a-whirl. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Going to be the 13th heat race. It'll be Chris Spalding out of Montgomery City, Missouri, the 29S, and Cole Anderson, Leaf Center, Minnesota, the 97.
Row number 2 is going to be Stephen Glenn from Hamilton, Missouri, the 26S, and the 20 of Jason Thompson out of Higginsville, Missouri.
Going to see the 55S. That is going to be inside of row number 3. Adriel Shepard out of Camden, Missouri. And Tom Berry Jr., Marshalltown, Iowa, the 11.
A couple drivers from the Sunflower State here at row number 4. It's going to be Gabe Hodges, the 7H out of Lebo, Kansas. And the Cookie Monster, Brandon Givens, the 10B out of Wichita.
Final 3 starters going to be Waylon DeMitt out of Camden, Missouri, the 55. Chad Lyle out of Lone Jack, Missouri, the 18. And Willie Kirk, Sloan, Iowa, the 26W. Some of that Weber Valley stuff. At least I'm at Springfield and not in jail. That's all I got to say. But, I mean, I could go to jail yet tonight.
Shots fired.
Yeah. We're going over turn number 4. Green's up and we're underway. Off of 2 and down the back straight. Whoa! Stephen Glenn, hang on. Look out. Turn 2. The old Paul Mall Piper around over there. Yellow, 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 yellow.
I think qualifying night is one that Stephen Glenn would like to kind of forget.
I really think he's ready to just pull the infield and light up an old orange Pall Mall and be like, you know, I'll just hang out here. Northern Missouri, Hamilton, there we go. Stephen goes in there, gets a little ride on the tilt-a-whirl, and then there were some bumper cars that chicken whipped him around. Watch this. Whang! Wow. Here we go. Back to the green flag. Heat race number 13, Weir's Machine Racing Products. Second to last qualifier as we're green flag down into turn number 1 and 2. Chris Spalding right there to the race lead. Going to race it. Remember, he got some amazing passing points in his first heat race in that 29 car. We'll see what he's going to do. Well, he's at least got where he's going to finish. Look out, hang on. Both of the Yellow, yellow. Willie Kirk got kind of wrapped up in that. He was able to keep her moving. The 55S of Adriel Shepard and Stephen Glenn.
We get set to go here. 9 laps remaining in heat number 13. Green flag back in the air. Spalding once again going to tip him off into turn number 1. Here comes Anderson, going to rip the lip 3 wide momentarily. And there goes TBJ, not going to waste any time. Tom Berry Jr. up into the 3rd spot. Just going to kind of wait to make sure that hole's going to open right there for position number 2. Side by side at the line. Spalding still your race leader.
Spalding on out front, followed by Cole Anderson to the outside. Tom Berry Jr. in the Andrews Auto Sports All Steel number 11, working the number 3 spot. Oh, mama, Phantom out 3 wide off at turn number 4. You got a wing-dang doodle of a show for the race lead. Spalding, Anderson, and Tom Berry. Down the back straightaway, you've got Missouri, Minnesota, and Iowa in the top 3. They all come from different ranks of where they race and what they run weekly. But, man, they're hot dogging it here tonight. This time by, flags will be crossed. Will be 10 down and 10 to go. Cole Anderson, your race leader.
Anderson brings him across the stripe. Berry now going to take that 2nd spot away. Back to 3rd goes Spalding. Then you'll have the 20 of Jason Thompson and the 10B of Brandon Gibbons. Gibbons, though, going to take over that spot from Thompson. They'll go side by side. Gibbons going to tilt the top shelf. He'll try to inch his way a little bit further towards the front end battle here. Is once again 3 wide battle for the race lead. Berry and Anderson get a little close off of 2.
Tom Berry right there, going to work there to the 2 spot. Your race leader still Cole Anderson out of the center, Minnesota. He'll work the top groove. Now Tom Berry right through the center. Tom will try to go to the bottom. Stays to the center. Anderson bobbles side by side for the race lead. This time, 2 to go. White flag will be coming out next time off at turn number 4. Down the back straightaway, Cole Anderson, Tom Berry Jr. Tom lays a White Castle. Sliders are served. Crossover by Anderson. Will bring him down. They'll get together down at turn number 1 and 2. Berry's going to try to dive to the inside. Can he get it done? You betcha. Now they'll slide it. Protect the slider line. Tom lets her eat to the top. Off at turn number 4. TBJ to the win. Cole Anderson. Brandon Gibbons in the 10B at the line over Chris Spalding for the number 4 spot. Whew. That was a race there, Tanner.
They really got after it there.
Final heat race of the night. Going to see Carl Murphy out of Coalfield, Missouri, the X2M, and Trent Wiesbrod out of Monroe, Wisconsin, the 492.
Run number 2 is Shane DeMay from Denison, Iowa in the 15M, and the 75 out of Springfield, Missouri. It's TP Terry Phillips.
88 is Sam Osmond out of Spiro, Oklahoma, and the 24C out of Osage, Iowa is Jim Chisholm.
Mark Dotson out of Cameron, Missouri. The 85D lines up inside run number 4, and to his outside. Car 29 out of Farber, Missouri. It's Chase Gay.
Damian Kiefer out of St. Genevieve, Missouri, in the 0DK. And Brett Holman out of Rogers, Arkansas, the 17H. Final modified heat race of the evening. The Pepsi Full Bodies coming up next for their Turkey Bowl. Green flag going to be coming, Tanner. Nice and easy. It is up, and we are underway. Final 10 laps of modified racing here tonight.
Off to turn number 1. Watch the outside line of the 492 of Westboro. Going to go down the back straightaway. Going to try to challenge Murphy. Murphy right to the inside. Don't count out TP. Might be going 3 wide here on lap number 1. Middle's going to close up quick. And it's going to be Murphy, Westboro, Phillips, DeMay, and Chisholm, the first 5 across the line. Down the back straightaway they run. TP and DeMay going to go side by side as we are 2 deep throughout the entire field. Down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be this time? Around the outside goes Westbrook.
Wiesbrod around the outside. Got that 492. Snoopy taking him for a ride. Working on into turn number 3 and 4. Got that IMCA car up front. Got the hounds a-digging. Working on into turn number 1 and 2. Trent Weisbrod, look out. Got one around in the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Yellow is out. Yellow is out.
Qualifying heat here for your A-mods. Again, top 8 in passing points will get locked in. So I'm glad that I don't have to try to do that math. Everybody else is going to have to work through the couple B qualifiers tomorrow. Lights are out, 7 more laps. Green flag back in the air. 492, Weisbrod going to take him off. 3 wide now as Phillips to the inside. Here comes the 15 of the main to the outside. Traffic should have battle up there down the back straightaways. Now Chisholm going to go 3 wide to the inside. Who is going to lead this lap? 3 wide to the line. It's Terry Phillips, your race leader.
TP, the master of this place, working it to the top spot. Down the back straightaway, Phillips, your leader. Weisbrod up on the top side. Here comes Jim Chisholm. Chisholm down to the inside as they work him off a 2 and down the back straightaway. Chisholm right there. Got Shane DeMay in the number 3 spot. Jim Chisholm going to come to the bottom. Terry Phillips, your race leader.
Off into 1 and 2. These two no strangers to competition. Winkley, USMTS National Tour, Phillips and Chisholm down the back straightaway. Chisholm looks to the inside, side by side. It's going to be 3 to go. We're going to drag race him down the front straightaway. Chisholm now the new race leader. 24C takes it over to the bottom of the racetrack. TP climbs the ladder, going to go all the way up to that cushion. Gets a good run down the back straightaway. Back behind them, it's Damian Kiefer. Kiefer making his mark up there from 9th to 3rd, is really hoping to bobble out of the top 2 with 2 more laps to go.
On down the back straightaway, Kiefer with a good 9-3 run. They'll bring him off at turn number 4, 2 to go. Now the white flag is out. Jim Chisholm, your race leader. Chisholm down on the bottom, TP to the top. Kiefer, DeMay, and Weisbrod. Right there, your top 5. Checkers out. Final mod race of the night. Going to go to Jim Chisholm. Terry Phillips, Damian Kiefer, and Shane DeMay. 1, 2, 3, and 4.